What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. So today we're going to be taking a look at this 1986 Thomas Task Force brochure. Real quick before we start, if you want to take a look at any of the pictures in this brochure or any brochure that I have, go to my Flickr, the link is down in the description. And if there is a specific brochure that you want to see that I have, let me know in the video request form. Anyways, this is the front of the brochure, and if you take a look at the third picture down, you'll see that that's not a school bus. And this isn't a school bus brochure, but it does have the Thomas name on there, and you will see some familiar names in here. So this brochure is targeted more for commercial or city usage, and this is just a fascinating brochure to me from all the pictures that we're going to see in here. There's a lot of factory pictures and stuff like that, so let's dive into it. We open up the brochure and find this on the first page. We've brought together our best to help you. The Thomas Task Force has been charged with one mission: to determine the needs of the commercial bus market and to fill those needs with quality Thomas products. The Thomas Task Force brings together the established assets of one of the largest bus builders in the world. Manufacturing, 70 years experience, state-of-the-art design, dedicated workforce, proven quality. Product line, from small shuttles to large transit buses, the proper size, capacity, and options to fit virtually any commercial need. Distribution, over 50 distributor locations in the US and Canada for sales, parts, and service. Customer service, limited 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty on all Thomas products. Fully staffed, post-sale product support service. We built the task force with the same way we build a bus, with care, integrity, pride, and an eye for the long haul. Pearlie A. Thomas, our founder, would have wanted it that way. If you have a commercial transportation need, give us the opportunity to suggest a solution. We'll give you our best. Then directly below that, we have a very brief overview on the history of Thomas. Opposite that, on the other side of the page, we can see this piece of artwork showing Pearlie A. Thomas in all of his creations. And on here we can see very early buses, streetcars, trolleys, and that's really trying to push their commercial usage instead of school buses. The next page shows us an engineer working on the design of the steering wheel. Our design engineers pay as much attention to post-sale operating costs as they do to pre-sale manufacturing costs. We design in dependability to ensure economical operations, maintenance, and service down the road. Anything less just isn't a Thomas. Our design group is constantly working on new models and working to make existing models even better. Today's Thomas bus may look like yesterday's Thomas bus, but we continually work to improve our product lines. In many cases, Thomas design improvements have become new industry standards. So our product is not just designed to be the most efficiently produced, it's designed and engineered to produce a well thought out product that puts low operating costs and the user's needs foremost. Then on the other side of the page, we can see them again continuing to work on the steering wheel, with the picture in the bottom right showing the physical wheel and some blueprints for the driver's area. And directly above that, we can see the wheel in the bus and the whole driver's area. And you can easily tell that this is not a school bus. The next page starts to talk about fabrication. Thomas believes that the best way to assure quality construction throughout is to control the manufacturing process from the purchase of materials to final assembly. We start literally with raw steel. We form and fabricate it to make our own parts in our own factory to our own demanding standards. Our tool and die makers have to come up with unique solutions to complicated manufacturing needs. In fact, we've custom made so much of the machinery that fabricates our parts, so you can be assured of Thomas quality and integrity throughout. Here on this next page, we can see them working with the steel, and this is just fascinating stuff to me. We mass produce them one at a time. It's a paradox that Thomas has built a state-of-the-industry manufacturing facility, capable of producing a fleet of buses during every workday. Yet, most of our buses are virtually custom-made, one at a time, to specifications set by the purchaser. At various stages of the assembly process, quality and integrity are stressed and checked by quality control inspectors. We've borrowed an innovative technique from European car manufacturers. The continuous assembly line is supported by a series of assembly stations. Thomas buses are assembled by dedicated and highly skilled workers at this series of workstations. Morale and dedication to the job remain high, and quality can easily be checked at each workstation. More importantly, this process enables us to give every bus custom care, Options to meet customer requirements are easily handled by this method. You are assured that Thomas controls every stage of the assembly. And again, here's some more of those factory pictures with them building the frame, putting the side panels on, them putting the body on the frame and painting it. I wish that more brochures had pictures like this. Before your name goes on the bus, our name goes on the bus. Thomas remains a family-operated business, with the grandchildren of founder Pearlie A. Thomas running the company today. That means that there really are Thomases at Thomas Bus. When you put your name on a product, you want it to be the best possible. That's why we put such an emphasis on quality control. All chassis produced by Thomas are subjected to exhaustive quality assurance checks. Quality control plays a vital role in the Thomas story. The next page again shows us some more factory pictures with this gentleman on top checking out some hoses. Then we have a completed minnow tour below that getting a first wash, and finally putting the Thomas emblem on the bus. Now these two pages in the brochure are the most interesting in my opinion because they actually show the full lineup. And some of these are a little bit odd, but I'll show you each of them. Thomas offers a complete lineup of buses that not only meets our standards, more importantly, they meet the demanding standards of our customers. Starting with the Minnow Tour, excellent for small group transportation. Small in size, but big in durability and economy. We can see that this specific Minnow Tour is placed on a Ford chassis, has a front-mounted wheelchair lift, and transit-style windows. The Mighty Mite FC, used widely for specialized transportation needs of small and medium-sized groups. Highly maneuverable and remarkably easy to handle. This specific Mighty Mite seems a little bit longer than other ones that I've seen, but otherwise to me this just looks like a commercial version of the school bus. The Conventional, the most popular bus in our line, available in a choice of chassis: Ford, Chevrolet, Navistar, or GMC. Gas or diesel powered versions for medium or large groups. Take a look at this absolutely beautiful Thomas Chevy C60. It appears that there's AC on here, tinted windows and black window posts, which is not an option you see on too many older buses, but I think it works with this specific paint job. I gotta say, that's a really sharp looking bus right there. The Transit Liner, an ideal choice for economical transit service. Its rear engine design offers comfort, quiet operation, excellent handling, and easy maintenance make it an ideal choice for over-the-road use or high-density operations. It looks like this Thomas stayed in North Carolina and is pretty much just a commercial version of the ER, and we can see that this specific one has transit-style windows on it. The City Liner, designed for inner-city transit. It combines durability, economical operation, and a high degree of passenger comfort. So these last couple ones were obviously never made into school buses. This one kind of looks like a 90s ER, but we have a destination board up front. Both sets of doors are completely different than anything you saw on the school buses, and the fact that it has a front and rear door, which is not something you normally saw on school buses. And while I'm no city bus expert, it definitely fits in with some of the other city buses from that time. Here's the weirdest one in my opinion, the Scat. Attractive and highly maneuverable, this aerodynamically designed vehicle offers an ease of operation unmatched in its class. I don't know why the first word that they chose was attractive, because this is not to me at all. This is just essentially a Mighty Mite. I feel like this would be used more so for like airport usage or something like that. But this one is just definitely an odd little bus, and I'm glad that they never made this a school bus. And finally, the Chartour. The largest of Thomas's over-the-road buses, this diesel-powered vehicle gives passengers great visibility and comfort without sacrificing safety. This is pretty much just a larger version of the City Liner, but this was meant more so for longer trips. Now the Chartour and the Scat, I'm not sure if any of those ever sold or if they were ever very popular if they did. Again, city transit is not really my specialty, but I feel like I have seen some City Liners in pictures before at least. Flip to the next page. More than 5,000 options to choose from. Want AC? You've got it. But Thomas doesn't stop with adding a cooling unit. We also offer optional extra installation, 5/8 of an inch plywood floor and tinted windows for each bus with AC. How about more headroom? You've got it. On all but the Minnow Tour, you can get 78 inches of headroom. In fact, there are more than 5,000 options to choose from. With seats and seating plans, for example, you can choose from literally hundreds of possibilities. From seat coverings to seat styles to seating arrangements. Indoors, you can have air-operated, vacuum-operated, or manual. More than 25 different options. And when it comes to steps, you have more than a dozen choices, from tread color right down to the number of steps you want. From stereo systems to headrests, from interior luggage racks to exterior lettering, from PA systems to paint schemes, Thomas lets you specify exactly the bus you want. And again, these pictures are just showing all of the different options, and 5,000 is a crazy amount. I wish we had some sort of document or brochure that we could flip through and look at all of these different options. And I'd especially like to see that for the school buses too, because even though I bet there weren't 5,000 different options, I'm sure there was still a ton of different options you could get. Our ease of maintenance and warranty help you down the road. Each Thomas-built bus body comes with a 5-year, 50,000-mile limited warranty, and the Transit Liner offers a 100,000-mile limited warranty on the chassis. We can offer this extended warranty because we build Thomas buses for the long haul. We believe that true economy doesn't stop with the purchasing price, but includes operating costs for the life of the vehicle. That's why a Thomas bus offers the best value in mass transportation. On the next page, we can see another shot from inside the factory and some close-ups on a couple specific pieces, which brings us to our last page. You're never far from a Thomas distributor. Thomas maintains one of the largest distributor networks in the industry. In fact, there are more than 50 locations in the US, Canada, Central, and South America, where you can purchase your Thomas bus. Our distributors are more than just bus salesmen. They are specialists in bus transportation, ready to assist you in the selection of the correct vehicles and accessories, or to help you with preventative maintenance and warranty service. Each distributor carries replacement parts. Most stock a selection of Thomas buses, so you can get a first-hand look at our products. All will gladly order to your specifications. Many of our distributors also offer leasing programs, financial assistance, accept trade-ins, and stock used buses. You can count on your Thomas distributor to offer professional assistance in meeting all your commercial transportation needs. We invite you to take a tour. Brochures and words can only go so far in explaining the Thomas story to you. A tour of our manufacturing facility would give you a more personal insight to who we are. You and your group are invited to tour our complete manufacturing facilities in High Point, North Carolina, Woodstock, Ontario, or Quito, Ecuador. Walk down our assembly line and watch as a Thomas-built bus takes form out of raw steel. Speak to our employees about their concern from our customers' needs. See firsthand the care and pride that go into each Thomas bus. Contact one of our distributors or call us directly for further information. We'll be glad to let you come by to view firsthand the quality, integrity, and safety we build into every Thomas bus. And here we can see what appears to be the same Cityliner we saw earlier, with John Thomas Jr. standing in front of it, who was the president and CEO of Thomas at the time. Now, I'm sure it's a little more complicated at this point than just calling and saying, hey, I want a tour, but that would be pretty cool to get a tour of the factory. Closing the brochure, we can see the Thomas logo at the bottom with their contact information below that. And there you have it. There is a view of this 1986 Thomas brochure. I hope you found this video interesting. Like I said, this is a really interesting brochure to me. And if there are any specific brochures you want me to take a look at in the future, let me know in the video request form. And with that, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe down below. It's a magical white button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment above this video, below it, to the left, or to the right. I don't know where they put it, I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or the scat is going to come back and it's going to be turned into a school bus this time. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't let anything happen to you. So yeah guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching.